Hi everybody, my name is Colin Hill and the Lake Geneva Swimming Association have asked me to put together this short video just to give you some training advice in advance of their amazing races like the Classique or the Escape Le Mans, you know, the 13 kilometre or 6.2 kilometre events. Now obviously with COVID lockdown, a lot of people haven't been able to swim at all, not in the pool and not in the open water. So this is just going to give you some top tips about getting back into swim shape. We all love the open water, and that's why the Lake Geneva Swimming Association put on these incredible events. But to be totally honest with you, you're going to get the majority of your speed and fitness back from swimming pool sessions, and I'll come on to that later on. If you look at the top elite open water swimmers for 10 kilometre and 25 kilometre races, they do most of their sessions in the swimming pool and the gym. But we love the open water, and to be totally honest, this is where you're going to get your acclimatization from and get your mental toughness back. So whilst the majority of your sessions for the next 3 months should be in the pool, each week you really want to get back into the open water for at least one session. When you first come back in the open water, your first session shouldn't be any stress. It's really just a case of getting back into the water, enjoying yourself again, and making sure that all the kit you have is working properly and you're happy with it for the upcoming sessions. So over the 3 months building up to your events, as I said, at least one session a week. Each session when you come in, you want to increase the distance. I recommend whatever lake or body of water you're swimming, try and get a set distance. It could be a 250 metre loop or 500 metre point-to-point distance along the shoreline. But each time you come in, go back and forth along your set course, and it's about increasing the time in the water. So your first session, just set a goal of, it could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes for your first session back in the water. A straight swim, just get used to being out there and doing a longer session, stretching everything out again and getting used to that open water. I will say, if the conditions are bad, get out there. You never know what the conditions will be like on the day of your event. Wind, rain, choppiness, as long as you're safe, get out in the water and practice in all these different conditions. Now, as I said, first session, 20 minutes in the water, straight swim. The next session, at least 30 minutes in the water, straight swim. The next session, 45 minutes in the water, the straight swim. You can see where I'm going. You can leave a drink bottle on the side, but each time you go in, just pick up the distance. So longer and longer in the water. By the end, you should be comfortably up to an hour and a half in the water, just stretching out, nice long stroke. Have a tow float, have somebody else to swim with if you can. Be safe out there, but just keep increasing that distance at least once a week to complement your pool sessions, and the fitness, your endurance will soon come back in time for your big events. Everybody's looking forward to getting back into the pool and get their swimming going again. Once your pool does reopen, just remember, like your open water swimming, don't go too hard too quickly. The first few sessions, you really want to take it easy just to get your shoulders working again. Now, I won't call myself an old swimmer, let's say an experienced swimmer. You've got to take care of yourself. I think you can swim every day because swimming isn't a weight-bearing sport. So you're not getting that impact like you do with running. So going swimming regularly isn't an issue at all. What is a problem is people get in the pool, they don't warm up properly, they get straight into a session, they maybe stick the paddles on a bit too early, and then you're going to get some little injuries in the shoulder. What I recommend is, just like the elite swimmers do, is before every session, make sure you warm up properly. What I tend to do is arrive on the pool side about 30 minutes, 20 minutes before the session starts, and I have my bungee cords with me. And then once I've got my bungee cords, I just make sure that I do, a good 15, 20 minutes just warming up the shoulders. With the best intention in the world, when you get into the pool, if you think you're going to warm up for your first 15 minutes of the swim, odds are somebody else is in the lane with you and you end up going faster than what you wanted to, and really the warm-up doesn't happen. So by doing some stretches before you go in, as I said, you're just going to warm up those muscles. At the same time, you're building up a little bit of strength and conditioning. So every single session before you go in, have the bungee cords with you. And as I said, get a little routine and do about 15 to 20 minutes with those bungees. Going through the stroke, stretching those shoulders, opening up the shoulders, the rotator cuff, which is really important. If you do that every session, it's really going to get you back into your fitness sooner and avoid injury. When it comes to swim sessions, what I recommend to people is this. Look, if you have a masters swimming club or a triathlon club, then join that. If you swim with other people, it makes life a lot easier. It makes your sessions a little bit more intense, a little bit more rewarding, and a bit easier as well to sort of hit those target times. So myself, I've got 2 sessions a week with the Masters Club. I also join a triathlon club and pick up a session with them. So that's 3 sessions a week where I'm swimming with other people, with a coach on the side, and that's really going to make things a lot easier for you. So find out if you've got any local clubs at all and try and join them. If not, if you've got any other friends, then get some sessions written down and then go in the lane with them to go through a session. Now, apart from those sessions are normally quite fast paced. We're talking 50s, 100s, 200s, a lot of kick, different strokes, doing your IMs. That is really going to help your overall speed and fitness really quickly. I then go in by myself, and when I'm by myself, that's when I do some of the longer distance sessions, which triathletes and a lot of masters clubs tend not to do so much. So that's where I'm going to be doing my 800 meters, and I'll be mixing that up. I'll say do 5 800 meters with my paddles on for some of them, with my fins on for some, with a snorkel on for some. I'll mix it up what those 800 meters are, and then I'll do 200 meters with a slightly faster pace. 800 meters with my paddles on, take them off, 200 meters at a slightly faster pace. Or I'll go in and I'll just say to myself, okay, today I'm going to do a 3K, 4K swim, a straight swim, maybe stopping after each kilometer just to check the time, quick drink, and then go again. So that's it. Try and mix up your sessions. Try and swim, especially for the distance you guys are doing in your events, 13K. Make sure you swim at least 4 times a week in the pool, and then you're doing your open water session on top of that. It may be hard to fit that in at first, but try and get some morning sessions or evening sessions. You really want to get that pool time as soon as you can. So 4 sessions a week to start off with, and after that, you can always increase it. Get a few extra morning sessions in. Just do some nice, easy, long swims if you can manage to fit in some extra sessions. So that is my top tips for the pool. 1, join a club. Try and get swimming with a coach on the pool side and with other swimmers, doing some of those shorter sets. 2, when you're going by yourself, do some of the longer distance sets, your 400s, your 800s, your 1 kilometer straight swims during the set. So that's when you get your own base speed work going, trying to get that consistent pace. 3, don't go too hard too quickly. So your first session, you probably don't want to put your paddles on, your first few sessions. Just get your shoulders warmed up again. 4, have the bungee cords, stretch before you go into the pool. It's going to make a huge difference. Finally, just like I mentioned in the open water, build it up. So when you first go back, don't go crazy with the distance. Do some shorter sessions, 30, 45 minutes, your first few sessions. After the first month, you should be doing 1 hour swimming. That's not 1 hour faffing around to get in, chatting, talking at the end of the sessions, 1 hour swimming. And then your second month, try and do some sessions that are over an hour. So even 1 hour 15. It's really good to do that slightly longer sessions in the pool. Have some sessions written down, keep a little diary, say what you've done, how you felt, And over 3 months, you will be in great shape for your swim challenge with the Lake Geneva Swimming Association. Thank you very much for all that. You can find me on YouTube at Colin Hill Swims, where you can find some more videos about swim training in open water. Thank you.